Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Mortal Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms. Now, as you know, Mortal Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms is meant to be a 2021 direct-to-video adult animated martial arts movie based on the iconic fighting game created by Ed Boon and John Tobias, and meant to be a direct sequel to Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge. And the premise of the film is meant to feature how an all-out war against Earthrealm and Outworld, and we kind of see how newer characters are brought in, and we kind of see how Shao Kahn proposes a tournament, the final Mortal Kombat tournament for all the realms. And this kind of borrows a bit more elements from Mortal Kombat 2. So of course we kind of see how Raiden gives up his godhood, much like in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, to enter the tournament. And this is where I think they try to throw so much in without taking time to calm things down. I kind of feel with the tournament, you could have had it with Liu Kang unsure if he's ready to take on Shao Kahn, and is a bit worried that he might fail like with Goro. I kind of feel with Johnny Cage, you could have had it with Johnny Cage admitting that he does want Sonya to like him, but he's unsure if his new goofy persona is going to work. And I know as well there is even a sub-story where you have Shinnok, who is after the comic Daigus, and we kind of see how Scorpion sets out to kind of avoid them being the last one being found, as well as trying to help the younger Sub-Zero learn the truth about his brother's death and try to be more of a friend and a mentor to him. And I give credit to this scene. They really do know how to give Sub-Zero some credit. Like, you can tell in his own mind he's meant to be blinded by rage, but when he kind of understands what Scorpion's trying to say, he says, I still not forgiving you, but I'm still going to help you, sort of thing. And I think that does work. And I think what's actually interesting is some characters still have their classic looks, like Renko and Li Mei still having their Armageddon and Deception looks. And I also know Devora still has her MKX look, and I also know as well the Kami Daigus in the film are maybe based on their original look from Mortal Kombat Deception. I know in the Mortal Kombat X tournaments they were kind of meant to be more like daggers, and I also feel like when Shinnok does fuse with the One Being and takes his more altered form, it's maybe a version of the corrupted form from Mortal Kombat X. And I think for the most part, I think the film tries to rush things quite quickly, but really doesn't really take time to breathe, to kind of take things in. Personally, I feel if I was to make the film, I wouldn't have elements based on Mortal Kombat 3. I would have had it that mainly Shao Kahn finds a way to get into Earthrealm by using Sindel to be brought back to life. You could have had it that Shang Tsung brings her back through dark magic, and at the same time uses the souls of the dead to kind of bring people back, his forces, into Earthrealm, much like Mortal Kombat 3. You even could have had it with Raiden finding whatever Earthrealmers there are to go for the biggest battle yet. But I think here with Mortal Kombat battles for the realms is that it doesn't really take time for us to get to know the characters. When you kind of got Shao Kahn's forces like Renko, Jade, Li Mei and Devora, they really don't take time to kind of get to know them. We never really get to know them properly. I think what made the first film work was we had time to see Kano. We had time to see Quan Chi manipulate Scorpion, and you knew what the film was meant to be. And I kind of feel as well that they do add in the Ultra Instinct Shaggy at the opening does actually work. But I think for me, Mortal Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms is like a clusterfuck of good ideas, bad ideas, and really they don't take time to breathe and give you time to know the characters. So in my opinion, it deserves a thumbs down. Not the greatest, not the best, and definitely not good. And I do recommend giving the first film a go to kind of get back to your normal roots. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.